What's up, y'all? My name is Seth Packan, and this is where small town brains talk about big city nonsense. This is Podunk Perspective. Podunk Perspective, we are back with Sean Stemaly. How we doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. So you're an artist in town. Tell us where you're from and how you got into music.
I was born in Madisonville, Kentucky, and mostly raised in a little town called Newburgh in Indiana on the southern side of the state. But I went back and forth my whole life pretty much, so I just call it Kentuckiana. I thought I made that up at first, but I didn't.
No, that's
I
true.
Googled it. Right after I tattooed it on my arm, I Googled it, and it said it was made up in like the 1880s. I was like, shoot, okay. Well, I thought I was clever. But yeah, that's where I'm from, man.
No, that's great. So how'd you get into music, and when did you pick up the guitar?
Well, that's two different things. I started singing in the cab of a tractor whenever I was 20, and then I picked up a guitar around 23.
Okay.
Yeah, and then moved here immediately after.
Was it easy to pick up the guitar and start playing it?
Hell no.
No.
No, it wasn't easy. It was one of the most frustrating processes I've ever gone through.
Yeah.
I taught myself on YouTube. Mm-hmm. My stepdad had an old Alvarez that he gave me to learn on, and I kind of just... He taught me like 3 chords, but he plays in bluegrass style, so it's totally different. And I just got on YouTube and started teaching myself.
Mm-hmm. Who are some artists you grew up on?
Like of all genres or just country?
Yeah, all genres. Let's hear
Lil
it.
Wayne. That's always been my favorite artist. Like Brooks and Dunn, Tim McGraw, Linkin Park, Stained, System of a Down. I was into rock growing up more than anything.
For sure.
Both my parents are rock heads. I grew up on a lot of Van Halen, Motley Crue, stuff like that. I have Eddie Van Halen tattooed on my arm. My dad's obsessed with them. My mom was into like REO Speedwagon and Journey and stuff like that. I'm not a huge fan of that stuff, but it's all right. All right. But yeah, man, it was mainly rock and hip hop. But I got more into country at like 15. Like whenever I got my driver's permit,
okay,
I got into it quite a bit more.
Mm-hmm. So you're pretty big into trucks and stuff. Tell us like how you got into that world.
Well, that's pretty much like your identity where I'm from. Like everybody knows you buy your truck. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like a competitive thing. Mm-hmm. And at 17 years old, I bought my first Cummins and started building on it and stuff. And it was all game over from there. Now it's like 13 trucks later.
So how did you know that you wanted to do the Nashville thing, and start making music here? And
I was convinced by a buddy of mine named Austin Peckham. He kind of got me into songwriting and brought me here for the first time. I'd never been here until I was like 22, even though I grew up like 2.5 hours from here. But he got me into that, and I remember I went to the listening room, the old location, and heard a writer's round for the first time, and I was like, I think I might be able to do this.
Oh, yeah.
So I went home and just got obsessed with it, man. Like, just wrote all night till like 3 a.m, and then had to get up at 5:30 for work. And after like 8 months of doing that, I was like, man, I'm wore out. Like, I got to decide one way or the other, because I was supposed to take over my family's company back home. That was like the plan for my life that was made for me.
Yeah.
But I just decided to take the jump, man.
For sure.
I had no idea what I was doing, but I still don't.
Mm-hmm. What did those first few shows look like?
Well, I started in church. So I started in a 5,000 member church. So that kind of got me like through the whole like crowd thing. But in country, my first show was at a tiny little dive bar in Owensboro, Kentucky. Can't remember what it was called. I think it was called Sandbar, something like that. There was like 10 people there.
For sure.
I'm pretty sure none of them were there to hear music, but just little dive bar gigs like that, and then it turned into the bigger venues around where I'm from and playing 3-hour cover shows. Whenever I started writing songs, I just sprinkled those in there. Yeah. Just to see if it would work, and eventually it did.
What's your favorite show you've ever played?
I don't even know. Probably whenever I opened for Justin Moore in the arena in Evansville, Indiana, because that's like around where I grew up. Right. My family's business was involved in building that arena. And that was my first arena show ever. So it was pretty epic. I'm not going to lie.
Right.
It was a good day. That's probably my favorite show I've ever played.
What did your first in-town deal look like?
What do you mean, like, deal, like?
Like publishing, record deal, like anything.
Oh.
What's the first thing you signed, when you came to town?
The first deal I signed was a management deal, but the first major deal I signed was with BMG Publishing.
Okay.
Yeah, in like late 2018.
So how was that experience?
It was good. I was there for like 4 years, something like that. It was good. I learned a lot. Went through the whole speed dating process and wrote with anybody you can think of pretty much. But it was a good experience, man, overall.
Who are some writers that you tend to write with a lot and, get in the room with?
In the past, it's been like John Byron. I've been writing with him since he first like started. Blake Pendergrass, those guys.
For sure.
I like Cole Taylor a lot, Josh Kerr, Josh Phillips. I wrote with him quite a bit. But these days, I write a lot by myself. I still do co-writes, but I like writing by myself a lot right now.
Yeah. What's the process of that? Writing by yourself compared to writing with a room of guys or other artists or songwriters.
It's a lot quieter, and it's like you can just sit and get in your own head about it in a good way. And you can take as much time as you need. Like I'll take 10 days on a song if I have to.
For sure.
Sometimes it's 10 minutes, sometimes it's 10 days. Like, but like you're not boxed into a time frame.
Yeah.
Like where it's 11 to 2, you have to write a song. Like I don't think music should always be wrote that way. Like if it takes multiple days to write a song, then I think you should be able to take that much time.
Absolutely. So how long have you been in town?
Since 2017.
Okay. So what's some advice you can give to artists that are thinking about moving here?
Your network is your net worth. For sure. You can be the most talented person in the world. You can sing your ass off, play your ass off, all that stuff. But there's a million people here that do that. You got to get out and know people.
Absolutely.
And it's not the same as it was whenever I moved here. Like whenever I moved here, it was all in person. Like you went to Losers and Winners on Monday night and Red Door on Tuesday. And that was kind of like your network thing. Now it's just like online.
Yep.
Everything is like TikTok and this and that. But I think there's still a little bit of networking to be done here. I don't really hit the bar scene much anymore since I quit drinking, but I think a new artist could still come here and do that because it's all about who you know.
Yeah.
If you don't know nobody, your talent ain't going to go nowhere.
For sure. So how'd you make the decision to quit drinking?
I got to the lowest of lows. I was drinking about a bottle of tequila a day.
Dang.
Yeah. I think the lowest point is whenever I heard my mom cry about it over the phone and in person. And then I found myself mixing it in my pre-workout at the gym.
Dang.
I was like, you know what? This is kind of messed up.
Right.
This is a problem. Like it took me like 4 or 5 times doing that to realize it was a problem.
Dang.
I was like, I can't even go to the gym without this. So I drank that last bottle and I quit cold turkey. And it sucked for like 4 or 5 days. It really sucked. I didn't know it was dangerous until my therapist told me. But yeah, it was really dangerous to do that. So don't try that if you're a borderline alcoholic. But yeah, that's kind of was it affecting your shows or wasn't that? No, I mean I always was pretty good about playing hammered, honestly.
Yeah.
After that was the first show. Like the show after I quit drinking was the first show I've ever played sober.
Dang.
Besides in church, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's wild. So tell us about your first hit that you really put out that really put you on the map, and maybe how, social media has affected some of your releases, and putting them out.
I guess what you would call hit was probably Come Back to Bed. And I didn't really believe in it at first because it was out of my realm. It was the first sexual song I ever wrote in my life. So it was very outlandish to me. But the president of the label that I was at was like, dude, you gotta trust me on this. Post about this song and say if this gets 1,000 comments, we'll release it. And I was like, 1,000 comments? I've never gotten that many comments on anything. I've gotten like, at the time I'd gotten like 500, 600, like, but it never went to 4 digits. And he was right. I posted that and I think it got almost 2,000. So we're like, holy crap, I think this is going to work. So social media definitely impacted that quite a bit. I didn't have a TikTok though at the time. I like refused to make one for a long time.
Yeah.
But we put that song out and it blew up. And then I became the come back to bed guy.
So when was the Z71 moment? Because obviously that song was pretty big.
That was later on. It was something that the label didn't want to put out because they didn't really understand it, which I get that. Like, because I wanted to write a song, like a truck song, that wasn't about taking a girl out to a field on a tailgate and trying to get lucky. You know, I didn't want to just say lift kits, mud tires, blah, blah, blah. Like, I was like, let's write a song in Bubba's language. Like, Bubba is what I call the listener, the male listener of country music. Like, let's write a song in that language. And it was the first Zoom write during COVID. First Zoom write. And that song sat for months. And I was in the garage in quarantine or whatever you want to call that back then, listening to work tapes, and I ran across that one and I was like, let's make a cheap demo of this. So me and the writers did, and I had just made a TikTok. They had just convinced me to make one. They made one for me, got it verified and all that crap. And I posted it and didn't check it for like 2 weeks. I posted the demo that we made. And I got back on there like 2 weeks later and it was just... I was like, whoa, holy crap.
Yeah.
It was like thousands and thousands of notifications. So I looked at it and it had like 11,000 videos made with audio.
Holy cow.
And I was like, okay, here you go. Like, it's showing itself. So we cut it. That song never got any playlist love. It got on New Boots for like 2 weeks. I think it got on Hot Country for like a week. That's all the playlisting that song ever got.
What type of content did you see people posting to the site?
Truck stuff, mainly. Sometimes you'll get the random dude just like lip singing the song with no shirt for some reason. Whatever, I still appreciate it. They're still using my music, but I go through them sometimes still, and I'm just like, okay, this is, especially Come Back to Bed. If you ever get bored, go to the audio on TikTok and Come Back to Bed and just scroll through the videos. Dude, it is entertaining.
There's some characters out there on TikTok,
man. And they be using those like crazy gritty filters, like, and it like flashes while they move and all that stuff to my song. I'm like, dang, why didn't I think of that?
That's great. Does social media come easy do you like doing it?
I used to when I was younger.
Yeah.
But after I turned 30, it got harder.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, man, this is not the real world.
When
he's going through it right now. See, I told you. What I tell you.
Yeah, no, for real. When life kicks in, it's hard to focus on social media, more and more,
Yeah, man. Especially when you get married and have all that going on, and like, you want to be present in real life, but the challenge of it is music keeps being more and more about social media. And the older you get, you want to be less and less about it. So it's like a constant clash. But I try to find ways to make it fun. Right. I'll get like my social media sparks. Like every couple of weeks, I'll be like, okay, let's do this. Like, let's get on there and do this and that. But usually it's like,
Right.
Like, I understand that it's a great tool to use for promoting music and all that stuff. But I'm a real life guy. Right. I like being present, and I like being cool in real life.
Yeah, no, and I feel like there's something to be said about like the country fan base itself is realizing that and, picking that out in artists, and I feel like with all this AI stuff going on, country specifically, fans are like, I want to support the real guy. I want to support the real artist, It's tough when you see these AI guys that have 500,000, monthly listeners, and it's not real, and you can't go see them. Why are you supporting them?
That's a thing?
Yeah. It's crazy, actually.
Yeah, I spend so much time in the woods. I didn't even know that's a thing.
Yeah, no.
Like there's actual like AI artists that have that many.
Right. Yeah.
I
So
thought that was illegal.
well, yeah. So people are getting like older people, I should say, and maybe people that aren't in the country world are getting AI artists mistaken for real artists.
I could see how you could do that though.
Yeah.
Unless you've like heard production of music a lot, it's sometimes some of those are pretty convincing.
No, it's wild.
I didn't even know that was a thing. That's crazy.
Yeah. No, you should check it out. I mean, some of these guys are just like not even real. It's like what. They're putting out 30 songs a month. Like
dang.
It's just stupid stuff.
Well, we can't compete with that.
Yeah, no, you can't. So tell us about your most recent release in 2025.
It's called Dodge Out of Hell. That's the most recent one, isn't it, Sydney? Okay. I get them all mixed up. That song is about, like, we backtracked what I was telling you whenever I was 17. Building Dodge trucks. I only bought them because they had Cummins in them. And back then, like, anytime I was going through some shit, I would just go out and take a drive and just hammer on the gas out in the middle of nowhere, 120 miles an hour or whatever. And that kind of helped whenever I felt bad about something. So I was like, man, I want to write a song about this, like, but make it super relatable to dudes that are like the way I was back then. And that's kind of what came from it. Did you
write that one by yourself, or did you write that? Who
I started it by myself. I finished it with Justin Dukes and Jared Hartness. I actually got to write with him right after this.
Awesome. So you mentioned you got some new music on the way before this. Can you give us a little sneak peek what you got coming?
Yeah, so there's 5. One of them is a remake of one that's been out for a while, and it's going to have an extra artist on it. I started getting into features quite a bit lately, so that's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to that because the song is one that I've always kind of imagined a female being on, so that'll be good. And then there's 4 new ones, so and they're a whole range of styles. It's not awesome. One specific thing. It's love songs and reminiscing songs and rock songs. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Well, that's exciting. You brought your guitar today. I think we should get into some music. Okay, let's do it up. Sweet. Check 1 2. We are back with Sean Stemaly. He's got his guitar out. What's this first tune you got?
It's called Dodge Out of Hell.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Bet I look like a madman behind the wheel, lead foot leaning heavy on that Mopar steel, shifting gears trying to clear my mind. This driving round's driving me insane. Everywhere I turn's another memory lane. I can run but I can't hide. Maybe somewhere across that county line, ooh, I can outrun her goodbye, yeah. Take this left lane Colt train out of town, till the middle of nowhere out there bound. I'm getting gone, going off the rails. Leave this welcome sign in a cloud of smoke, hoping these old back roads save my soul. 'Cause Lord, I can't even tell if I'm trying to get the hell out of Dodge, or get this Dodge out of hell. Get this damned old Dodge out of hell. Turn that EFI live up to 5, trying to bring this broken heart back to life. But this adrenaline rush running through my blood, it ain't ever enough when I take this left lane Colt train out of town, till the middle of nowhere out there bound. I'm getting gone, going off the rails. Leave this this welcome sign in a cloud of smoke, hoping these old back roads save my soul. 'Cause Lord, I can't even tell if I'm trying to get the hell out of Dodge, or get this Dodge out of hell. Take this left lane coal train out of town till the middle of nowhere out there bound. I'm getting gone, going off the rails, yeah. Leave this welcome sign in a cloud of smoke, hoping these old back roads save my soul. 'Cause Lord, I can't even tell if I'm trying to get the hell out of Dodge, get this Dodge out of hell. Get this damned old Dodge out of hell. Oh, out of hell.
Let's go. Out on all platforms, right?
Yeah, out everywhere.
That's great. So I was just thinking about this. So we had Katie Noel on in the past. She has a really sweet truck tattoo that your wife did for her.
That was done in my house.
That's so sweet. So your wife's a tattoo artist. What has she done stuff for you as well?
Yeah. She did this Hank Williams Jr. You can zoom in. I don't know if you can zoom in on that.
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
She did this catfish, which she usually does photorealism. That's like her thing. But I told her I wanted it straight out of the. If you remember, how old are y'all?
32.
46. Where'd you grow up?
South Carolina.
You used to get them fishing guides back in the day, the books.
Oh yeah.
I told her I wanted it straight out the fishing guides. Remember that Channel Cat?
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
And then she did this sword thing.
Dang, that's really
Yeah,
cool.
I wanted the crown of thorns.
Dang.
And the sword of the Lord, but I was like, give me a Spartan sword though, because there's no like depiction of what the actual sword of the Lord looks like. So, yeah, that's
What's your favorite
that's the
one?
only one she's done on me. She doesn't tattoo me that much.
For sure.
Bull crap.
What's the most favorite one you got out of all of them?
That I got a lot, dude. I don't even know. Probably my Hank.
Yeah, that was
thing.
clean.
I got to say that because my wife did it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. No, I get it.
I don't know. It's between that and the one back here. I need to get it redone or something. But I came up with the idea. It's a skull with a John Deere hat on with a piece of hay sticking out of its mouth.
Oh, that's really sick.
I was like, man, that's a great idea. But I put it where nobody can see it. So, yeah, I might get that lasered and put it somewhere else. But the lasering stuff is terrible.
Yeah, that hurts.
Apparently. I haven't done it yet.
What's the second one you got for us?
Z71, I guess. Right? I'll play it a half step up. This song is called Z71. I gotta get out of Dodge out of hell mode. .37's humming on a no-name road. Got the windows cracked, blowing back that homegrown smoke. Twin turbos talking over Allison chains. Got a fresh coat of mud on the jet black paint. Take that EFI, turn it up to 5. Make a country boy get high. On 600 horses, gonna let 'em run. Got the hammer on the metal like a loaded gun. They'll hear me coming from a mile away in a Duramax Chevrolet. Gonna ride until it lights up the fuel, light up in that 4x4 door, 3/4 ton Z71. It ain't John Deere green, it ain't IH red, but it'll walk the dog on a pulling sled. 100,000 miles, barely broken in, burning rubber, trying to chase the wind. With all them 600 horses, gonna let them run. Got the hammer on the metal like a loaded gun. They'll hear me coming from a mile away in a Duramax Chevrolet. Gonna ride until it lights up, the fuel light up in that 4x4 door, 3/4 ton Z71. Z71, yeah. On 600 horses, gonna let them run. Got the hammer on the metal like a loaded gun. They'll hear me coming from a mile away in a Duramax Chevrolet. Gonna ride until it lights up, the fuel light up in that 4x4 door, 3/4 ton Z71. Z71, yeah. Z71. Take that EFI, turn it up to 5, make a country boy get high.
Let's go. That's one of my favorites.
Thanks you, man. Thank you. I don't. What are we gonna play next?
You want to do River Road?
I can. You want to do 3 lifestyle songs? No, what if I go with it? Damn near all these songs are the same chords too.
You can add a 4th if you want. I'm not gonna tell you not.
We can edit out the tuning, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So it's Can I have my beverage, Sydney, if you don't mind? Thanks, man. This next one is about. Oh shoot! I'll tune it first, so we don't have to like.
Yeah. Y'all cut this.
Pre-workout.
Not cutting that.
My wife's gonna kill me. She's like, "You're drinking pre-workout during the day again."
During the day.
That's a sweet shirt.
Thanks, man.
I really like that.
Mercari. You got to get on that app.
Is it just like a bunch of like vintage stuff or resold stuff?
If you, it's everything you can think of. It's
Okay.
consignment app, but instead of paying $100, you pay $10.
Yeah, I know these Nashville
They own one.
vintage places, man.
They're on one. I'll tell you that right now.
Yep.
You get on there and bid low on stuff, people take it. It's just like wives getting rid of their husband's shit. Cool. This next song is called River Road. It's about a real place from back home. I think a lot of small towns got a place called River Road, but I don't even think that's the actual name of this road. It just runs along the Ohio River. It's made out of mud and dirt, but I had some of the funnest times of my life there, so I wrote a song about it. It goes like this. We some river bottom rednecks, a little reckless. Tear shit up, get stuck, but we could care less. We sipping on peach, granddaddy's recipe. It's BYOB and BFE. There ain't a y'all come back or a welcome sign. But y'all can come by any Friday night. Might not be heaven, but it ain't far from it. Got a cold bush light with your name on it. Drop it on into 4-wheel drive, slanging up mud on a midnight ride. Find a pull-off spot out by the water. All my rowdy friends are tying home tonight. Light a driftwood fire with some gasoline. Alpine's cranking that John Deere green on the edge of Kentucky and the fields of gold. That Ohio River Road. Riding 2500s on American forces, a little black smoke rolling out 600 horses, a couple down home dimes popping up in the cab. They say they show like it when I crank it like that. Drop it on into 4-wheel drive, slanging up mud on a midnight ride. Find a pull-off spot out by the water. All my rowdy friends are tying home tonight. Light a driftwood fire with some gasoline. Alpines cranking that John Deere green on the edge of Kentucky and the fields of gold. That Ohio River Road. No, there ain't a y'all come back or a welcome sign, but y'all can come by any Friday night. Might not be heaven, but it ain't far from it. Got a cold bush light with your name on it. Drop it on into four-wheel drive, slinging up mud on a midnight ride. Find a pull-off spot out by the water. All my rowdy friends are tying on tonight. Light a driftwood fire with some gasoline. Alpines cranking that John Deere green on the edge of Kentucky and the fields of gold. That Ohio River Road. That Ohio River Road. That Ohio River Road.
Let's go. That's great.
Thank you. I'm not a rapper, though. Not a rapper.
So, check out Sean Stemaly on all platforms. Thank you for coming on, man. I really
Thanks for
appreciate
having
it.
me. Appreciate it.
Podunk Perspective, we out. Thank y'all for tuning in to Podunk Perspective. We drop new episodes every Monday. Till next time.